let's get comfy. What's up, Instagram? Let's see how Instagram is doing. There we go. Okay. We are live. I am so elated. Oh, I'm so elated to be live here with you guys today for this amazing conversation that we are going to be having about time technique. Time technique. So, for those of you who do not know who I am, hello. My name is Jackie Vasquez, Coach Jackie, if you will. I am a money mindset coach. I am the manifestation experience, your favorite girl to come here and talk about money hunty. I am NLP practitioner, an EFT practitioner, a hypnosis practitioner, and one that I don't regularly bring up, but I am a time technique practitioner. I'm here to have this conversation with you because many of us have a lot of things from our past, not just from our personal past, but from past generations, past things that our families have gone through, past generations that our culture has gone through, that you are holding on to today that are hindering you when it comes to getting to the bag. And this is why I started. What's up? My girl is here. Hey, my diva. What's up? And so what I really started doing is I started this series, the love, the learning of vibrational elevation. I started this love series so I can come in and start to explain different ways that you can shift from these old thoughts. I like to talk about them like clearing money blocks. This is the way I explain them. I say, we are here to clear your money blocks. But there's so much more to it. It's not even that it's a clearing of the money block, it's really more of a clearing of energy, right? Your thoughts, your words, your feelings become things. And so there's this sense of energy about what you're thinking, about what you're feeling, whether it be because of money, be because of relationships, be because of society. You have feelings about all things. Everything that you're experiencing has an associated feeling with it, and we attract at the point in which we feel. And so there's so many different techniques. We came here, we talked about hypnosis on yesterday. Such a good conversation. So many people were engaged, but the conversation about hypnosis is how you can change your mind with repetitive language, with words of which you want to feel and experience, right? We talked about NLP, neuro linguistic programming. There is certain language that can change the way that you think, change your perspective, changing your feeling, right? So there's all these different techniques that can be used in order for you to shift the way that you're feeling to attract something new. I think so many of us feel we are a victim to everything that we have experienced, a victim to our past, a victim to, just the way that we think and feel about things. But you have programmed yourself to be this way. Not only was it told to you, but you went ahead and continued to practice the thought in your mind. And that is why we are attracting the way we are attracting. And it's not just you, we all do it. We are programmed to be who we are because this is what we believe we are today. Okay. So, what is the time technique? This is where I'm excited to tell you what it is. So, the time technique stands for time integration for maximum empowerment, right? And like I said, this is a technique I don't use very often because reality of it is a lot of the other techniques I harp on because I'm like, okay, this will really work. But when it comes to the time technique, sometimes it is about going back and taking a look and finding a new perspective, a new way to look at it, a way that is going to empower you, right? And so this is a technique that we use to take you from your current situation and look at your past and why it's affecting you the way it is. Um, it is a set of techniques born out of the field of NLP. So again, this is linguistically changing your mind so you can show up and have different results. Okay. The time technique is used. So, like I said, I'm reading right out of the book I studied from. I like to know what I'm talking about, but I also like to be right better. So I want to make sure I give you the right information and don't just be having y'all out here willy-nilly. So it eliminates specific problems rooted in your past or your future. So it's eliminating a problem that is rooted in your past, right? And like I said, all of these things are bringing about what? Emotions. It releases negative emotions like anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, right? I got to tell y'all, I was reading my journal recently. Man, I was reading my journal recently, and I can go grab it. It's literally right in here. And I was reading my journal from when I wrote it. Oh my God, when was this? It was like 2007. It was 2007 when I was writing this journal. And the hurt that I was experiencing, right? So here I am reading it, and I'm like, dang, I really went through some things. And before I knew it, I was shedding a tear for the old me, for my old experiences, right? And so time technique helps you release the negative emotions, the anger, the sadness, right? That you may be feeling from your past. It also undoes limiting decisions, which are rooted in the limiting beliefs of these problems. A lot of us are making limited decisions based upon our life currently because of what we went through in our past. You may have experienced very intense deep bankruptcy or things in the past with when it comes to money. Maybe you loaned somebody some money, they didn't give it back, or maybe you borrowed some money and couldn't pay somebody back, right? You have these experiences from your past that make you feel limited today. It makes you show up differently today. You may not show up as, oh yes, I know I'm circulating money and I can always get more money to pay people back. You're showing up now as, oh my gosh, you know what? Every time I borrow money, I never seem to be able to pay people back. Or you're showing up as, every time I loan somebody money, all they do is just keep it. They never pay me back, right? You show up differently. And so time technique allows you to take those limited ideas, those limited decisions, and change them, right? And shift them. That's what it does. And it also allows you to program your future for success. Now, what I love about time technique is the fact that you are allowing yourself to release, right? You're allowing yourself to release the things that are holding you, right? And it says time technique is powerful because it allows you to release things from the past without having to associate to or even consciously remember the root cause. You know, when you're releasing, a lot of us think of releasing as, oh my God, I got to go back and I got to relive this experience all over again. That's the cool thing about the time technique. You're going back and viewing it from a perspective as if not that you're personally there, but you're seeing yourself like an outside person. Just like when I read my journal, I shed a tear off the journal I read. Yes, I shed a tear because it was like, oh my God. But I felt bad for her, as if her was not me. You see what I'm saying? It allows you to go back and experience it from a different perspective. And then it also says the time technique combines the consciousness and the subconscious mind to create the most powerful shift. Because of this, time technique is not performed in a deep trance. So it's not like hypnosis. You're not in a deep trance. You're conscious. Okay, but your subconscious mind is the one allowing you to access the memories. Okay, but rather in a wake state with only a small amount of hypnotic language. There's a few bits of language we use to take you back. We use speed and hypnotic language to access the subconscious mind. Okay, time technique is really powerful. So if you are having a hard time with things from your past, right? Because there's a lot of experiences. What's up, Kaijin? I know when you hit the building, I'll be seeing the hearts. I love you, boo. But when you use time technique to shift the way that you've experienced life, to shift the way that you are relating to it, right? I was literally just having a conversation. This is so funny with my son, with one of my boys. And he was just, we were talking about just what we believe to be true today. And I was telling him all of this can be shifted. What you believe to be true today does not have to stay as your forever belief. It can always be shifted. right? And that's what I'm talking about with the time technique. Sometimes it is looking back at your past and saying, oh man, I experienced this, I experienced this, I experienced this. Okay, now let me look at it from an outsider's perspective. What can be my new perception on it, right? It's also looking at it as, okay, I've had this. Let's talk about money. Say you filed bankruptcy, right? You're looking at the filing of bankruptcy as, oh man, I filed bankruptcy. This is terrible. What a horrible thing for me to do, right? This brings this emotional thing over you. There's guilt involved. There's all these emotional things that are actually holding you down. They're not lifting you up, right? And then it's affecting your decisions on how you move forward with money in your future. And so, as you're experiencing money in your future, you're not going to trust yourself with money. You're going to think that money is hard to come by. There's all these thoughts and feelings that come up and affect your behavior today. So, when you take a look at it from an outside perspective of, let me go back and take a look at this, let me remember this for what it was, and let me see how I can change my perspective on it. That shifts the way you view it for your future. And now you're showing up in your future in a way that's different. I trust myself with money. I learned my lesson. Now I know how to do the right thing at the right time. I am a master with credit cards. I know how to use them and I know how to experience them, right? Okay, Jenny said that this sounds so interesting. I need to try it out. Absolutely. Time technique is something extremely powerful, and I highly recommend it because it's taking an outside look and perspective. We are all have past experiences that we may look upon as, dang, I can't believe I went through that. That's horrible. And you may not feel so good about it, right? We all have those things. When you shift your energy about that, it allows for you to behave differently around whatever the situation may be. You know, I like to specifically talk about money because a lot of us have a lot of money trauma. And sometimes our money trauma doesn't even have anything to do with us. It has everything to do with how you grew up, how your parents were spending money, how they either weren't spending money or spending too much money, or how you really knew when your parents had money because every time they got paid, all of a sudden everybody's getting everything in abundance. But you knew when the money ran out because all of a sudden we are eating peanut butter sandwiches for dinner, right? We all have these experiences when it comes to money. And so allowing yourself to take a look at it from an outer perspective, and sometimes it is giving understanding to the parents. Okay, now my parents didn't know no better because they grew up in this type of environment, right? Or my parents, once they learned, all of a sudden they started holding on to all their money because they were so scared. And now I see why they were scared. But what's a new way that we can look at it? What's a new perspective that we can have? So that's why I love the time technique. Um, you know, oh, okay, look, I have a quote for you guys. So all emotions, I have a couple notes in my book here. All emotions require time to express themselves. Alfred Korzaki. So, what that really means is you have to give yourself the time to express itself. A lot of the time, we'll push the emotion down. I'm not gonna feel it. I'm not gonna feel it. I'm not gonna feel it. But all of our emotions have to be expressed. And so being able to take a look at them, especially with different techniques like time technique or even reframing certain emotions with NLP, it's allowing you to express your emotions so you're not pressing it down. Because you know what happens to that pressed down emotion? It comes back up at the most inopportune time when you're like, please, sweet baby Jesus, not now. I cannot feel this emotion today. I can't deal with this. Right. And so when we deal with our, see, past experiences, with our traumas, with everything that we've dealt with, we begin to show up as the person that we were meant to show up as, the changed behavior based upon the thoughts and the feelings that we have now shifted. So it is funny because I was just talking to my baby, you know, and all these little kids, all these babies are turning 18, right? And you know, as you get older, because we've been told the world is so scary, we're looking at the world from this, oh my God, this is so scary perspective. Okay. And when you look at the world from a it's so scary perspective, it slows you down and it keeps you from showing up in your life that we need you to show up boldly. You know what I mean? Brightly, in your light, fiercely, wholly, fully. We need that from you. And when you stop showing up at like that, it's because you're scared. You're scared to make the mistakes. You're scared to let anybody down, right? All these fears are coming up. Find out why. Find out why you've been living by these fears for so long so you can walk into the spirit of who you've always been meant to be. The bright, bold, amazing gift of a person that we need you to be. But you can't walk in that until you experience or figure out where this feeling is coming from. Why do I have this fear of playing big? Why do I have this fear of success? Why do I have this fear of a whole lot of money? Where is this coming from? And how can I shift it? So, a lot of these techniques that I have shared with you over the past few days, phenomenal. Use them. But it starts with you. Get in the mirror and ask yourself, what's up? What are we doing? Is there more we want to do? Because you are allowed to live the happy and joyful life. It is your birthright. If your life is not happy and joyful, and if you feel your life is hard and it's a whole lot of work, it's time for you to make a change, baby. It's time for you to make a shift. We need to pick up one of these techniques. Time technique is a beautiful one. Let's start there. But it's time for you to make a change because you can't continue on like this. This is not fun. You are meant to come here and have fun. You are meant to come here and play. You are meant to come here and have a good life. And the only reason you're not doing it yet is because you've been told that it's hard. You've been told it's going to be too much. You've been told that life is scary. But what if I were to tell you that on this beautiful journey of life, just like a roller coaster, okay? You know, they got the ups on the roller coaster, the tick, 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 tick. How scary is that, right? Tick, 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 tick. Like you get more on your back when you're going up the roller coaster. Oh my God, are my feet in the sky yet? Tick, 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 right? And then there's the coming down, the whee in the roller coaster, right? And so the thing about it is, you are very fearful when it comes to life, but life is the same thing. It's going to look scary when you're on your way up. It's going to be scary on the way down. Some people like me don't like the drops. I don't like the drop. Other people be screaming at the drops, having the time of their life. I like the loop-de-loops. Some people don't like the loop-de-loops. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to remember there's always going to be a part of the ride that's not your favorite part. Okay? But the journey is worth it all. Start having more fun on the journey. If there's certain parts about the journey that you're like, oh man, I don't want to do this, try to find the fun in it. We on the ride anyway. Okay? I like the loops. Me too. I like the loops. Okay? And so we have to get to a point where, and we ain't got to, you can do whatever you want to do. If you think that life is meant to be hard and you're not supposed to have a good time, you go ahead. Go ahead. You ain't got to have fun. The rest of us are going to have fun. Okay? The rest of us are going to have a good time. Okay? Life is meant to be fun. And if there's something stopping you from the fun, if there's something stopping you from all of the enjoyment that is meant for you, check into one of these techniques. Time technique is beautiful. Go back over your past, see what it is. What is it that's blocking you from the enjoyment of your life? What is it that's blocking you from the money that you deserve? What is it that's blocking you from the time freedom, from the love of your life? Find out so you can attract it. Because like attracts like. The energy in which you have right now is going to attract exactly what it is that you are energetically aligned to. Like attracts like. So what do we need to figure out? If you're not attracting what it is that you want, what's keeping me there? What's keeping me from it? What's keeping me from it? We got to find that out. So that's why I just wanted to come and talk about the time technique today to tell you a little bit about it, let you know what it is. But it's a whole lot of fun when you clear the junk, the gunk, the stuff that's holding you back. You can start to have a lot more fun. And the fun starts today. The fun starts with you. The fun starts now. So get in the mirror. Hey, girl, and start with this. What is it that I really, really want? And what will I feel once I have it? Hmm. And ooh, that feels good. Okay. But what's telling me I can't have it? What's telling me I won't have it? What's telling me that it's not mine instead of it's already mine? Find that out. And then you're able to find out the exact opposite of it. Why it is yours. Why you will have it. Why it's already been yours and you are deserving of it and it's your birthright. That will be discovered once you understand the other questions on the other side. Why I can't have it? Who told me I can't have it? Who says I'm not going to get it? Right? There's a balance. There's the law of duality. There's the law of duality. Okay. Sorry, TikTok. I keep sliding you back and forth. But there's the law of duality. Okay. There's always to every to every bad feeling that you're feeling, there's a good opposite feeling now. There's a good one. So find out the bad so we can address it so you can get to the good. Okay. I just love y'all for real. Y'all keep showing up. Kai Jen, you know you my boo. Keep showing up over here making me smile like I don't know what, girl. Woo! But I love y'all. I love y'all for real. If you need help with anything, any of this, time technique, hypnosis, EFT, okay, I even do personalized affirmation. Shoot me a DM. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay where you're at. You don't have to stay limited. You don't have to. Okay. You don't have to. So no longer allow your life to be what you don't want it to be. You know, you don't want your life to be hard. Quit playing. Quit playing. You know, you don't want your life to be stressful, overwhelmed. You know, you don't want to hang out in the fear. Stop playing. You know, you don't. So let's stop. Okay. You don't have to be stressed. It can be fun. It could be a lot of fun. So let's get to the bag, y'all. Let's get to the fun. Let's get to the joy. Let's get to the happiness. And how do we do that? Let's address the stuff that ain't making us feel good. Okay? I absolutely love y'all. Come on, Jenny. Jenny said amen to that. Messaging you now. All right, baby. I got you. We have to change our thought process. We do. It's about changing the thought process. You can't move forward to something better when you keep staying in the same old thinking you've been doing. And it's all of us, but it's about taking ourselves to the next level so we no longer stinky thinkings. That's what I call it, stinky thinking, so we can think positive, wonderful things about ourselves, the things that truly are our birthright that are going to take us to the next level of where we're meant to be. You're already meant to have it. Everything that you truly desire is already yours. The only reason you don't have it yet is because you haven't gotten to it energetically. Let's get you there, boo. I got your back. I love y'all for real. Let's have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Happy hump day. I came live a little later today because I do a room on Clubhouse every Wednesday, self-care for women in business room. So I do love that room. I do not skip it. And so once I got a little close to it, I was like, I don't want to give you guys any less time. I want to give you all the time I can give you. So I love you for real. Let's come back tomorrow. We're going to have a whole nother conversation. Y'all know I love these conversations. These conversations have been, oh, if it wasn't for you showing up and being here, I just appreciate all y'all. Y'all know who you are. Kai Jan, boo, you've been just rocking with me. I love you, boo. Jenny, I love it. I love you are here. This is phenomenal. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about gratitude. Gratitude. And my girl, Beauty Is Me Too, is in the building. Hey, boo. So I appreciate each and every one of you for being present. We will be here tomorrow to talk about gratitude when it comes to money, how your gratitude is definitely an increaser in elevation. I'm going to show you some ways to be grateful about money that's going to call in more money to you immediately. So join me here tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to come live. I'm going to keep giving you the info. This is the learning of vibrational elevation. That means I just want you to take your vibration level higher so you can attract all the good, all the beauty, all the magic that is meant for you. We just want to get you to the next level, baby, okay? The abundance is your birthright. The money is your birthright. The prosperity is your birthright. It is all meant for you, boo. So let's take ourselves higher so we can attract all of it, okay? So we'll be back here tomorrow for another Love Turn Up conversation. We will be talking gratitude tomorrow. But like I said, hit me up if you need help with hypnosis, EFT, affirmations. I mean, really, time technique. What we talked about today was fire. If you missed it, hit me on the replay. Time technique is fire. So I can help you with each and every one of those things so you can shift your vibration, so you can take your life to a whole nother level and attract the money, the prosperity, the abundance you deserve. I love y'all. And remember, life is like a roller coaster, baby, okay? All you got to do is throw your hands up and say, wee! We'll be back here again tomorrow. Holla at me. Bye.